tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Can Zeke deke again? It's the coach, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, Ezekiel Elliott, fresh off 100 yards a week ago, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Cleveland Browns. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to throw. Prescott over the middle, complete. It's Steele. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
They'll run with Elliott. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. And, Charles, you see the numbers for Amari Cooper last week. 4 catches, 69 yards.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass, the latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3rd and long for Prescott. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. On 2nd and 15 now. Prescott. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. from 10 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Jay, read. Watch the screen. Pass. Check 31. Check 31. Pilot, 64. Read. Check. Hit it.
On 1st and 10, Dwyer. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. And a peek now at the offense for Cleveland.
Out wide was the youngest player in the NFL in 2017, Juju Smith-Schuster. And he also had the longest reception in the league last season at 97 yards. Actually well-schooled in route running and able to run from both outside and moving inside to the slot position in order to make big plays.
Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 12 carries, 78 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Looking to throw. Dwyer. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, lock it. Check 3. Check 3. Go.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Dwyer. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On 4th down, Dwyer. That is caught at the 7. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready? 30 base. 52's the mic. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Dwyer to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Here we go, here we go.
On 4th down, Dwyer. And that is going to be incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach,
rush coming, and he's taken down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. On second down, it's Elliott fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points.
15, Lonnie, 59. Leo. Now.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Dwyer. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back to throw. Dwyer. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 3rd and 2, Dwyer, open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it's definitely an or not.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Draw play, Elliott. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Steele. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
A first down throw for Prescott. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Well, they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake. Dwyer. That ball complete to Isabella. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will do it for this first half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. They'll run on first down. It's Beck. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dwyer. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. And quickly they get to the line. Looking to throw. Dwyer. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and 1. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. And now it's blocked. The Cowboys pick it up. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and it's 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Back to throw. Dwyer. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this 3rd quarter.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Check 3, check 3.
From the gun, Dwyer steps away to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
On 4th down, Dwyer. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Steele. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Prescott to throw it. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Off play action. Dwyer. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. And Isabella with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Buying time to his left. That is caught at the 7.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, Alpha. 8 read. Get it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Prescott. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Prescott. Well, they have a first down and more. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to...
Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. One last shot now for Prescott. Now a got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kelvin Harmon finding the end zone on the game's final play. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. This one is going to sting for a while. I mean, how do you let that happen defensively?
One stop.
One stop. I know that it's...